So now we come to Donald Trump, and I did not do Ted Cruz's chart as there is some uncertainty as to a correct birth time on it. So I made the executive decision to just leave that one alone. But upon identifying the sensitive structures in Trump's chart, the ones that are active at major events, we find a collection of inflations, deflations, successes, and failures more than anything else. One of the most important structures is where 4 of the 6 personal points meet up, and it is the structure that casts the biggest shadow in his life. Sun-Moon-Meridian-Ascendant with Venus, Hades, Saturn midpoint. Tremendous self-valuation issues. His uncertainty around his own inner value and worth, and his bottomless need for proof of value or love that serves as a motivation for everything that he does. The White House being the ultimate trophy of self-worth and, more poignantly, personal redemption. But this structure also sits on the nation's ascendant, and Neptune has been transiting this area for the past year and will continue through the election, stirring up and intensifying not only Trump's deepest unconscious feelings and longings, but the unconscious feelings and longings of an entire collective. Neptunian transits are crises of the spirit, and in this case, a collective spirit that has grown tired of rules, limits, and boundaries. Trump's ability to channel these archetypal images is his gift. And the Zeus, Kronos, Mars, Neptune with the Mercury meridian in Trump's chart is what enables him to do so, to channel the collective. An endless font of imagination that's nearly always operating, intuiting what others want him to be and then becoming that person. A profound ability to read an entire auditorium of people the way he can read an individual. Trump isn't popular because he channels collective fear and discontent. Donald Trump is popular because he captures the collective's desire to dissolve and transcend the limits of life's boundaries and just be who we are. Trump is having the time of his life using his outrageously creative skill set, and people like it. They want that kind of freedom in their own lives, and that is a universal feeling. No matter how abominable you think Trump is, there is a kernel in everyone that finds him oddly, offensively, and uncomfortably attractive. And so ramping up the next 6 months, we have a very prominent Sun direction to his ascendant, which is exact to the second during the Republican National Convention, which in my estimation means possibility that he'll be at the helm. Sun ascendant directions or progressions are like a coming out party. They're major life transitions yielding energy, vitality, recognition, and confidence. Moving out of that period and into November is where things really get interesting. On November 8th, his chart as a whole forms a 22.5-degree aspect to itself, similar to a quarter turn of a dial. And this 22-degree aspect symbolizes action. It's both motivating and challenging, but the direction it'll go will be dependent on Trump's own inner evolution and development. But he does have a strong direction of Pluto to Jupiter, which is excellent for personal growth and development, as well as connections to the world axis on election day, chiefly a moon-Vulcanus meridian, which is a structure of tremendous public and political influence. But the curious thing here is that this moon-Vulcanus meridian structure, which really starts around convention time, is also tied in with his Neptune-Pluto midpoint structure, which is exact at convention time. And this means that there's both an intense mystical air that surrounds Trump, but that there's also possibly deep, imperceptible changes going on. So again, similar to Sanders, Neptune transits either inflate or dissolve because they're so rooted in unconscious feelings, both Trump's and the collective's. Will he win the election? His chart is slightly favorable, and he does have a strong world axis and world axis connections. He could possibly keep inflating up to the election, and then poof, he's gone. Just like your typical Neptunian transit, creating a lot of projection until it's no longer needed.